subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. Sorry for being on here late about this. Y'all know I know people waiting to hear my point of view on Keith Thurman versus Barrios. Got to give a shout out to both fighters, Keith Thurman and Barrios. Barrios came out there and showed the public that he wasn't losing. Wasn't gonna give up in that fight. I think he put up a hell of a fight. I really didn't see any changes of Barrios from his loss with Tank. Same fighter to me. Not saying he's supposed to change overnight, but I really didn't see anything change, about Barrios. But he put on a hell of a performance. Got to thank him and Keith Thurman for that. Now, when it comes to Keith Thurman, now once again, we got to talk about the fact that Tank stopped Mario Barrios. So a lot of people gonna look at this and they gonna say, well, Keith ain't up to par. Keith ain't no threat, due to the fact that he couldn't stop Barrios, and Barrios is a former 140 pounder. And I can agree with people like on that, but I think people mostly have to understand that Keith has been off for 2 years. You can see in the early rounds of the fight that Keith Thurman did try to come in and try to knock out Mario Barrios. He was very aggressive in the earlier rounds, and that's normally not Keith Thurman's style. Keith Thurman's style is normally he'll give you 2 rounds of aggressiveness and then he'll give you 2 rounds of defense. Or he'll give you 3 rounds of offense, or he'll give you 2 rounds of just backing off and letting you come towards him. You could clearly tell that Keith Thurman was really happy to be in the ring Saturday night, and he brought the fight. Mario Barrios didn't bring the fight. If Keith Thurman would have backpedaled that night, then we wouldn't have seen the action that we saw. But also Keith Thurman, I've seen a lot of mistakes that Keith Thurman does. And I'm going to go in and say about the mistakes. First, I got to give him a shout out because Keith Field's back, and that's my number 1 fighter at welterweight. But I seen him getting caught with jabs too much, coming in too much, being aggressive too much, wasn't coming behind the jab that much. Keith Thurman was really coming in with hooks and body punches instead of, coming behind the jab. Now, Keith Thurman will put the jab out there as if he gonna throw it, and then he'll come with his right hand. But I think Keith Thurman really, really needs to work on his jab. What's up with you? How you doing? He really, really needs to work on his jab. I think he needs to work on that. He was getting countered over his jab a lot. If you've seen him throw in the jab, Mario Barrios kept catching him over his jab. He needs to work on that, his defense. Other than that, I say Keith gave a good performance for him to be out for 2-3 years, but him getting caught with them jabs, once again, you have to bring up the fact of the body shot. We all know about Keith Thurman and body shots, which I know everybody gonna say something about it. It is boxing, people get caught, but the difference is Keith get caught a lot. He get caught a lot though with body shots, and it hurts. So I can understand when people gonna say, well, what if he fight Terrence, Hughes, or Spence? You got to bring that into a factor because he gets hurt by a lot of fighters. Collazo, now Mario Barrios, Manny Pacquiao. Even though they say his rib was injured, but he was still punched in it. It was a body shot that hurt. So you got to bring them in them factors when he fighting Errol Spence, Crawford, or something like that. But against Barrios, I give him a B- performance. I'll give my boy a B- performance. He went out there and did what he was supposed to do. I was predicting a knockout. I was expecting him to knock him out, but unfortunately he didn't do that. He tried in the earlier rounds, but Barrios wasn't going. He wasn't giving up that fight. He wasn't. I guess he didn't have, in my opinion, not to discredit Tank, but I guess he didn't have a belt to sell that fight. Because it's funny, you could take Keith Thurman punches, a guy who used to fight at 154, and then you go and fight Tank and he knock you out. I'm not saying Tank ain't got no power to knock out him. I'm saying think about it. Think about it. Keith Thurman started out at 154. All right, and all they was saying about this, Keith Thurman looked like a bodybuilder. Barrios, that's bullshit. He didn't look like no bodybuilder against this man. They both was at 147. Keith Thurman weighed a little bit more. Why? Because he was a former 154 pounder. But how is it that you could take a punch take the punches you took from Keith Thurman, but you couldn't take Tank especially the punch when Tank came over the jab of Barrios with the right hand and basically pity pat slapped him and he fell down. Go back and look at it. You can say I'm in denial. You say I ain't no hater of Tanks. I'm telling you the truth. You got to use your head and think. That's why when I be telling y'all this shit be rigged and all this, y'all don't be wanting to believe people. Go back and just use your head and common sense and just think. Keith Thurman is a former 154 pounder fighting this man a former 140 pounder who a 135 pounder knocked out. If you go back and you watch the replays, watch the replay of Tank coming over Barrios' jab with that left hook, and he barely tapping his man's face and knock him down. But you mean to tell me Barrios would get in there and take them punches like that from a 154-pound Keith Thurman? And I'm not taking nothing away from Tank. Tank probably do got more power than Keith Thurman. Maybe he can knock him out like that. But just go back and watch what I told you. But yeah, the thing with Keith, the question is now, with what we saw now, do we think that Keith could go and possibly fight one of the welterweights, Hughes or Crawford or Spence right now win? And right now, no, I don't think so. And this coming from a Keith Thurman fan favorite. You know, I like Keith Thurman. I like what he brings to the sport of boxing. He still give him problems, even from this first fight, but he need another step-up fight. Now, as far as him ducking Terrence Crawford, he said he going the WBC route. But after you get through fighting Keith, you up there hollering and saying that everybody needs to send you a contract that you'll fight him. Which one is it? Are you willing to fight all the welterweights, or are you going to go to WBC? Or are you taking the easy route like Spence? Because that's basically what you're saying. Because if you're going the WBC route, that means you're going to wait on Spence and Hughes, and you don't want to hear from Terrence. He got a belt. But see, Keith Thurman started this WBO belt shit a long time ago, which I'm sure is he gonna bring up again now, since he got an open area to go and fight Keith Thurman. So this is what Keith Thurman gonna go into next. The WBO is not a legitimate belt. The WBO is a top-ranked belt. He gonna start that shit again, which is not a top-ranked belt. Yeah, top-ranked fighters come across and get it, but it's not a top-ranked belt. And it's a legitimate title to be undisputed. So before Keith Thurman started talking that shit, talking about some WBO title ain't nothing, you need that belt to be undisputed. So it is something. Why you talking about you going to WBC route, I don't know. Errol Spence don't want to fight you. On the only chance that you're going to get that Errol Spence do fight you is if he defeat Hughes, and then he going to say he going to fight you next, because both of y'all running from Terrence. Terrence is the number one welterweight. Anybody who deny that, cut it out. You can't deny it no more. Terrence got these dudes running. They'll rather fight each other than to fight Terrence Crawford. And Keith Thurman, y'all know how I am about Keith Thurman. This dude brought me back to the sport of boxing. I've been watching it back since because of Keith Thurman. But Terrence got them running around like little children trying to jump him. Like they all, like they sitting up in the house together talking about, we gonna jump Terrence, or we need to jump Terrence, because he got them running scared everywhere. And Keith is doing it too. Why won't you go head on and go at Terrence? What's the problem? It don't make sense. What's up to Warren? He better get his confidence up before he get in there with Bud, because his look on his face, look worried, just saying. He did disfigure that face, though. Yeah, he disfigured that face. But like I said, how can Barrios take them type of punches from a 154-pounder who fight at 147 like Keith Thurman? But he could let Tank knock him out with a glancing right hook over a jab. All right, I'm just saying, I ain't taking nothing away from Tank. You just have to think, though. Keith getting stopped by Bud and Errol with them tender ass real. Oh shit, Sir Isaac, don't do my boy like that, man. Don't do Keith like that. Some of them tender ass. Say it's real seasoned, marinated like. Say Keith Thurman is real seasoned, marinated, mustard on them, every goddamn thing. Don't do Keith like that, man. Well, you're gonna have to, like I said, you're gonna have to bring it to the fact of them. Now y'all see what I'm saying. Keith Thurman do bring a hell of a fight to any welterweight out there. But I still feel Terrence and him is gonna be the best fight. I think Keith Thurman beat Errol Spence Jr. I think Keith Thurman beat Errol Spence Jr. Not right now. No, not right now. Keith Thurman need to work on the jab. One thing I love about Keith Thurman, though, his awkward style. You see how he throw them hooks. You know what I'm saying? He'll throw a hook that look like it's finna be a hook, but it'll be an uppercut or something. He very unorthodox when he box. That's why I would love to see him and Terrence fight. But also that leaping left hook shit, Terrence will knock him out. That leaping left hook, Terrence would knock him the fuck out. Barrios caught him in the later rounds trying to do that shit. He kept doing it. Leaping in with that left hook, Terrence will knock him out. He got to stop doing that shit. Or do that shit in later rounds when his opponent fatigued or some shit. But that jumping in, leaning with that left hook, Terrence would knock him out. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. And y'all know I ain't being biased. Keith Thurman, that's my dog. If he do that lean in hook, he do that 5 times on Terrence, he gonna get knocked out. Terrence gonna catch on to it. Just like he caught on to Kell Brook throwing them 1-2s and knocked him out with a jab. Just go back and watch the footage. You'll see everything I'm talking about. If Keith's coming out with that, not using that jab shit on Terrence, he gonna get knocked out. Other than that, he Gucci, in my opinion. With Errol, I can't say because Errol, he can't do that leaping left hook on Errol. Because Errol, a southpaw, Errol gonna be standing on his left back foot. So that leaping hook shit ain't gonna do nothing for Errol. So that's why I ain't gonna say Errol will knock him out like that. Because he ain't gonna throw it on Errol. Because what he gonna do when he leap in with a left hook, Errol ain't gotta do nothing but up his shoulder. Errol already taller than most welterweight, so it ain't gonna matter with him doing that. But he gonna try that on another. Watch what I tell y'all. It may be his next fight. Now I'm telling y'all as y'all know, I try to keep Thurman name out there. You know what I'm saying? As a fan of his, I don't like to call myself no fan no more. I need to come up with another name. But I'm a person that like Keith Thurman as a fighter. Let me put it to you like that. Yeah. If he keep trying that leaping left hook, he gonna get knocked out. He cannot try that against no Terrence. I'm telling y'all, go back and watch Terrence. When Terrence can adapt, Terrence will catch on to what you are doing and he will knock you out. That's why he knocked people out. Look how he did Benavidez. That uppercut he threw, he timed that. He timed it. He saw Kell Brook kept throwing them 1-2s and catching him, and he waited on him to throw that 1-2, and he caught Kell Brook with that right hand. Just go watch it. That's what makes Terrence deadly. He adapt. If he see how you beat him, he gonna figure out how to beat you. That's what make him great. It ain't the fact that he could switch to southpaw, he got speed and power. Hell, what fighter don't got speed and power? It's the fact that he can adapt. He can see how you whoop. Adrian Broner can do it too. But Adrian Broner, he caught on late when Manny Pacquiao was whooping him. But he caught on late. That's what makes fighters great. The fact that they can adapt. Terrence can adapt. And they hard. I ain't never seen Keith adapt. And I'm gonna keep. Nah, hold up. No, that's a lie. I'd be lying if I said that. I seen Keith Thurman adapt against Diego Chavez. He was losing that fight. And Diego Chavez broke his nose. So that's the first fight that made me see that Keith Thurman was a dog. He was a threat, though. Because Diego Chavez wasn't nothing to fuck with. This the dude almost knocked out Tim Bradley. Keith Thurman gave him his first loss. Well, who else that welterweight for Keith to try to fight before he go at somebody with a title? You know what I'm saying? Who else is there? Hold up, I ain't been reading y'all comments. Keith can't take no body punches. Keith not ready for Spence or Bud. No way he's going to be champion again. Not right now, I don't see it. I agree with you. Right now, he needs another step-up fight. He need to work on his jab. He need to work on his defense. He got caught coming in too many times, ducking his head down, throwing his jab. ducking his head down to the right. He got the rust off now. Now he's now he back. Yeah, he got the rust off him, but it's a lot he need to go back and work on. But hey, this is his first time back in 3 years, so we got to give the man credit. He did put on a hell of a performance. He made the fight. If we'd have been waiting on Barrios, we'd have been seeing that the fight would have been boring as hell. That was not how Keith Thurman fight anyway. Keith Thurman don't come out there aggressive like that. He'll give you 2-3 rounds of aggressiveness and then he'll back off to keep his stamina. Now, one thing we can't say is that Keith Thurman was not in shape. So to all the channels and all the hearsay that was out there talking that shit, talking about Keith Thurman was not in shape and he can't do he can't finish his workouts and all this. You didn't see him tired. He wasn't exhausted. So it looked like he okay. He was okay. He looked like he was okay. See, that's why I don't be hearing when you be hearing people talking about somebody from the inside saying that they ain't working out good. Who is this person? If you ain't heard a report about Keith firing them or another fighter firing that person, it probably ain't true. Because why would you be in my camp exposing what I'm going through and you think you still gonna be around me? So that right there just showed he couldn't finish this, but he finished 12 rounds of fighting pretty well. So, that just be talk with y'all be in. But like I said, B- performance. At most B-. I say B- because that one Keith Thurman really style of fight. He don't come out like that. He usually think a lot in the ring. But I guess, let me see. What's up, Easy? You need to remember one time came back from 2-year layoff. He was up against a young, fresh fighter with only one loss to Tank, and he won the fight. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you totally. Got the rust off, and now he's back. Come on, bro. There you go with the cartoon stuff. Thurman would never beat Spence. Come on, bro. First of all, we gotta stop the fact that we saying that he would never beat Spence. We don't know who can beat who. What I said is that the reason I didn't say that Spence could knock him out with Keith Thurman leaping in with the left hook is because Keith Thurman is orthodox. Him leaping in on a left hook with a left hook on Errol Spence ain't gonna do nothing for him. He ain't gonna hit nothing but shoulder, back, or something. So he's not gonna throw that punch. I said it against Terrence because Terrence gonna be either orthodox or southpaw. And he gonna try that shit on Terrence when he probably orthodox, try to jump in with that left hook, and he gonna get hit with a right hand fast as hell. Cause they gonna wait on it. See this, you only as good as your team. Terrence Crawford got damn near 3 trainers. That's 3 eyes that give him an idea of how to whoop your ass. That's what people not understanding. Look what Keith Thurman looked the same fighter since his loss to Manny Pacquiao, don't it? That means his training them ain't over there making him do shit or teaching him nothing different. Terrence got 3. Once they sit up and watch the tape on Keith Thurman, they say, oh, he keep jumping in with that left hook. We're going to train for that left hook. He going to jump in and going to lead. And one thing about Keith Thurman, he shows his punches. He loads up. It may not come the way. One thing good about it, though, is even though he loads up, you don't know where it's coming from. Like I said, he'll make a hook, look like he throwing a hook and come with an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? He very unorthodox with a puncher, but he try that shit on Terrence, he gonna get his ass knocked out. He ain't gonna do it in a somebody who in a southpaw position because he gonna leave himself too open. He can come over, they could counter uppercut him, or they could hit him with a hook. So he ain't gonna do that on no southpaw. He gonna try it on orthodox, and it might not be Terrence. It might be another welterweight. I'm telling you, with some good timing. Ugas could catch him. Danny, hold up. Danny did catch him. Go back and watch the Danny Garcia fight in the early first round. That's when he first staggered Keith Thurman. When Keith Thurman came in, tried to throw that leaping left hook, and Danny Garcia caught his ass with that right hand. But the only thing I really seen good that was going on with Keith, he in shape. Um, he got good condition and he wasn't tired. You know, that's one thing. Got a good chin. Still got that chin of his. You know, still got his chin. Other than that, he just need to go back to the drawing board and work on jabbing, defense, that jumping in shit. He need to stop jumping in, leaping in. That gonna get him caught and fucked up if he keep doing that. I just give him a C plus performance, B minus performance for real. But this talking about he want to go the WBC route. I don't understand that. You want to go the WBC route? Why? I hope he ain't trying to go and use that as if, because that's the title. I heard him saying at some point, I didn't lose that title. I had to relinquish that title. I let that title go. So that ain't still no reason to tell us, the public, no BS that you gonna go after the WBC because you didn't lose that title when you got a chance to go fight Terrence and get another title. Because then what's gonna happen if Spence beat Ugas and Errol done already told the world he don't want to fight you or give you a chance at his titles? So then what you gonna do then? But I already told y'all, even though I am a person that likes Keith Thurman as a fighter the most, so I won't say fan. This is everybody ducking Terrence Crawford. And I'm saying this as a person who rides with Keith Thurman when it comes to boxing. But to say you won't go his route, you rather go the WBC route, that's easy route. That's easy route. So, but what's good, bro? What's up, Blackbird? The Truth did the same after the crash, and everyone did the same thing and talk about his performance. Hold up. The Truth did the same thing after the crash, and everyone did the same thing, talk about his performance. Bro, they need to blackball Bud, the community. They about to blackball Bud. Yeah. I can see a lot of people saying they don't want to deal with Bud or want to fuck with Bud. To sue your promotional company, that's bad business in itself, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? That's bad business in itself to sue your promotional company. You got to look at other people who want to sign you. They like, damn, well, I want to sign them, but shit, I don't want to get sued in the future. So it's kind of like it's looking bad for Terrence Crawford. I'm gonna put it to you like that. It's looking bad, especially with him suing his former promoter. Don't nobody want to deal with you if you bringing problems. They don't care how good of a fighter you is. Eddie Hearn or whoever else out there, like, damn, I know you ain't gonna sue me 10 years from now. And then people gotta understand this. What is a fighter really worth right now? What is the fighter really worth right now? You can't come in here with no million, talking about you want some millions, and we can't even sell pay-per-views. And that's for any fighter. For those that don't know, since everybody want to go and pick who can sell, can't none of them sell pay-per-views. We don't know why, because too much stream and too much free shit going on. So they're taking their money right there. Adrian Broner just got out there and confessed and told y'all that. So what is a fighter worth now? That's the question. What is a fighter worth? He'll say, let's call you a Keith enthusiast. A Keith enthusiast. Yeah, something like that. I don't like for some reason, I don't like Star and Buck Wild. For some reason, I came out of that calling myself a fan. I'm not a fan of no man. You know what I'm saying? I just like the way dudes fight. Let me put it to you like that. I ain't a fan of no man. Salute to you, Damone. Thank you for watching. Smash the like button. Y'all see the cash up there if you want to donate. Do what you do. I would appreciate you. Thurman's grade was C-. He couldn't KO a guy that just got KO coming up in weight. And that's exactly my point of view on something about that too. How is it that 100. Man, y'all go back and watch Tank when he caught Barrios with that when he came over his jab with that right hand and knocked him down. You can look at the power shots that Keith Thurman was landing on Barrios, and y'all mean to tell me Barrios couldn't take Tank punches? Barrios couldn't take Tank punches. Now I ain't doing this to try to make Tank look bad. I'm just showing you how rigged the sport be. I'm showing you how rigged it be. Keith Thurman is a really 154-pounder who fight at 147, and he out there smacking his ass in the face. Tank coming out there and knocked this man out with a glancing over right hook over a jab. And y'all believe it. I'm not discrediting Tank. I'm not saying Tank don't have power and can't knock nobody out. Just go watch it and look again. Keith Thurman was hitting this man. Ain't now punch Tank through in that fight hit harder than what Keith Thurman was in that man with Saturday night. Just think about it. That's all I'm saying. Think logically. Don't be some people because you a Tank fanboy and you say, oh, you just hate Tank can punch, Tank can knock out the Hulk. Nigga, fuck you. Just sit and think. How was that possible? All right. Keep thinking I'm crazy you want to. Bob was devaluing Bud publicly. Yeah, I sue Bob too. Era has to see Bud in order to be undisputed. All of them got to see Bud to be undisputed. I don't know what they running for. They embarrassing themselves for real. That's some punk shit. Just think, bro. Just think about this on some neighborhood shit. Just think it was 4 dudes in the neighborhood, right? And all these 4 dudes saying they the baddest dude in the neighborhood, but it is one dude who's saying he the baddest. And all the other dudes rather fight each other and run and talk shit instead of fighting the dude that say he the baddest. That's basically what's going on. That's some coward shit. That's cowardly. Oh, I'd rather go this way. Oh, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go around this corner. I don't want to go this. Come on, man. That's bullshit, man. That man, Terrence Crawford is the #1 welterweight. Period. There ain't no way around it, bro. That man, he got everybody running from him, and all roads gonna lead to him. What you can't be undisputed till you see Terrence, or unless Terrence get beat. So what y'all running for? Everybody talking about Sean Porter. Sean Porter would have never fought Terrence Crawford if they wouldn't have mandated. He got all on TV talking about, we was gonna go after him next anyway. We ain't hear no news about it. Why you ain't say nothing about it? You had fought Errol Spence months ago. Y'all knew y'all wasn't getting no rematch. Y'all didn't call out Terrence. Oh, man. But y'all gonna be real. And as far as everybody saying Keith Thurman is easy, Errol Spence easy, y'all. Keith Thurman and Terrence Crawford, the only 2 welterweights that can beat Errol Spence Jr. You can beat Errol Spence Jr. off angles. He flat-footed, he flat-footed, y'all. He flat-footed. Them the only 2 fighters that can come off angles and possibly beat Errol Spence Jr. And the big fight at welterweight is Crawford versus Thurman, not Spence versus Thurman. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all saw him fighting Barrios and you thought this would be a good fight against him and Crawford. Hold up. Bud, Thurman would expose Bud defense. but he will probably lose the championship rounds. Bud put people in seats. Pay-per-view has been overrated, has been watered down, used to be for big fights for the best fighters. Thurman should have won by knockout. Yeah, he should have won by knockout, but he coming off that ring rust and all that. Those 10-ounce gloves saved it from being brutalized. That's probably what it was. I agree with you, D, because ain't no way in hell he's supposed to take them punches. Tank wasn't hitting him like Keith Thurman was hitting him. Barrios hurt Keith in the body 8th round. Keith had to take out his mouthpiece. Body is weak. Will have trouble with arrow boots, Verge or Yugas, or good body punches. We're going to have to see. Y'all got to remember, he beat, y'all be talking about Keith Thurman like he didn't beat two big name welterweights already. Now, true enough, the two he beat, I'd say, was the weakest links of the big names at welterweight. Sean, I ain't gonna say weak links as far as I'm gonna say they ain't Terrence or Spence, and that was Danny Garcia and Sean Porter, but he was the first nigga to get them they O's. So I don't know why y'all keep that. A lot of people be just talking out hype. Y'all forgot that he was the first one to get them. No, not Sean Porter, because Kell Brook did that. Some people got cutters. Hand got some KO power. They don't want it with Bud. Bud will beat Spence, Yugas, and Thurman. I want to see them fight all of them. That's all I want to see. I ain't gonna say who gonna beat who. I think Bud will come out on top, but we just gonna have to see. You just can't say who gonna beat who. You can give your opinion, your point of view on it, but I just can't really say it. Even though I give my predictions, but I want to see it. I want to see the fight signed up so I can make a prediction. Bud re-signed with Arum. Even Bud says it's Arum's fault. Keith got $750K reported to fight Barrios, but $2.3 million was on an insult according to Keith. So is that considered a duck? But $2.3 million was an insult according. I mean, that just goes to let you know about they ducking for real. Fighters be ducking. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, and y'all told y'all I fuck with Keith Thurman, but you know what I'm saying? If you getting paid $750K, and come on, man, $2.3 million. Now you know that's a duck. Spence can't fight going backward neither. True. Spence cannot fight going backwards. And you fight him off angle. But see, when you say this to Spence fans, they get mad. Like, I just got on here and I said everything that Keith Thurman did wrong. And that's, like I said, that's the fighter I roll with. But when you say that about Errol, it's like you hating on him. Errol can't fight going backwards. He can't. He can't fight going backwards. The only special skill that he got is that he hop back and throw a left hook. He hop back, throw a left hook. He got a long jab. He aggressive. It's real tight. It's real hard to hit him because he keep a tight defense, though. I will give him that. But the way you beat Errol Spence is from angles and catch him when he trying to open up. Notice, he don't fight power punches. He don't like to fight power punches. He don't like to fight power punch. Keith has super fight Bud now. Keith has been in super fight. Bud has never. Bud has been in super fights. Bud been in super fights. Well, no. If you saying like with Manny Pacquiao, yeah, that's like a super fight for him. Yeah. I like Keith easy, but how long? But how long ago was that? He talks a great game, so I expect the most from him according to who he claims to be. I respect Keith, just want him to fight again in 2022. Me too, but you know, you see through the BS with Keith. You know, 1 minute he want to fight the world, send a contract, and then he going the WBC route. That don't look too good. Howard's Bud defense leaking. Spence refused to go back like Shakur. Bro, you the #1 Spence hater. It ain't about. I just don't see all the air. Spence ain't got it. He ain't got it. He can fight. He a hell of a boxer, Olympian, rich dude, got money. I salute you, Errol Spence. But when it comes to boxing, that's just like people be saying Devin Haney does Floyd Mayweather. I don't agree. I think that Shakur Stevenson is. I ain't got nothing against Errol. I just don't see this unstoppable force that everybody else see. I see a dude that get off on fighting former 140 pounders and shit. Can't knock out 135 pounders who just going around cherry picking over the biggest fight of his career. And keep doing it too. Me stating that don't mean he a bad fighter. It's just the truth. Hold on a second. Bud gets touched up. He just fought nobody's. Come on, D. Cali. What? Bud fought nobody's. Where do y'all be getting this from? So them dudes he was fighting, Ricky Burns, Thomas Delorme, who they just gave Boots credit for British Prescott. All them fighters from back then, all them fighters he fought, them with nobodies. Damn. Gamboa. What's his name? Postal. Lundy. Molina. Keith was a dog, but he hasn't been active in years. Keith is washed up. He not the same. He was at his peak at Garcia Porter. I don't think so. I don't think he washed up. He looked good. But he just need to do better if he wanna beat them headliners up there. You know, y'all can't say he looked bad now. He did not look bad. Sean, K.O. Khan, Horn aren't nobodies. He has stopped everyone at 147. Exactly. This man has stopped every fighter since he been at 147. Moved up from 140 and knocked out everybody he done fought. What is people talking about? How is this man not #1? The truth, just the truth, man. Keith don't beat Ennis, Ortiz, Crawford, or Spence. I'm tired of hearing about Ennis or Ortiz. They need to fight each other. I don't know why people keep mentioning them boys with the big names out there. They ain't did nothing. They fighting fighters coming off losses. They fighting old soccer players. They fighting Thomas Delorme, who Terrence beat up 10 years ago. And y'all sitting out here keep calling their name out like they threats. They ain't no threats. They ain't fought nobody. Okay, then why Virgil Ortiz or Jerron Ennis ain't calling out Conor Benn? Go call out Conor Benn. Go call out one of them dudes that got a 0 who ain't coming out there to lose. Go call out one of them. The fuck y'all keep talking about? I mean, not y'all. I'm sorry. I hate to keep hearing Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. They ain't did nothing. If they want somebody, go out to Virgil. Go out to what that boy name I just said? Go out to call out Conor Benn. That's what you do. Okay? See all that going fighting people who just coming off knockouts and Maurice Hookers and all that. You ain't fooling me with that. Go and fight somebody with that who don't want to lose. Blair Cobb called out Ennis and then he talking about his levels. What levels? You ain't on one. What level? Why when somebody got a 0 and want to fight you is levels? But you going to beat up Thomas Delorme, a former 140 pounder. Let's not forget that. The hell out of here. Y'all don't even know what y'all be talking about. Y'all be listening to them niggas with them big channels who be dick riding. That's what y'all be doing. Ain't no way in hell. They gonna beat up Thomas Delorme. And folks said, run in, he don't beat. Y'all forgetting one thing. Keeping them seasoned, man. Virgil Ortiz, I already see how you beat Virgil Ortiz. All you do is keep a jab in his face. If Maurice Hooker could move his feet and had shorter arms, he would have knocked out Virgil Ortiz Jr. The problem with Maurice Hooker, he smothered his punches because his arm's so long. Hold up. Keith done beat Spence. Does the win against Mikey look good now for Errol since Mikey recently lost to a Reveille? No. It didn't look good for Errol when he won. How you beat a 135 pounder? That wasn't nothing spectacular. He was supposed to win, y'all. Why y'all acting like... See, that's what I be talking about. That's what I be talking about right there. Not people don't be not you. I'm talking about just the public. People don't be logically thinking. Why would you get credit for a fight that you were supposed to win? That's just like giving your child money for going to school, for getting a good grade. You're supposed to do that. I'm supposed to pay you for getting an A. That don't make sense. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't understand why people hate on Bud. I don't know. I don't understand it either. I don't understand it. I'm talking about these people really hate this dude. I'm talking about like they don't like they can't give him no respect, no nothing. These people like really can't stand this dude. Like they can't give him credit. Like I could give Spence credit. I could talk about Keith Thurman. I could dog Keith Thurman at times when I need to, when I have to. They don't do that. They don't do that. That the key. Errol Spence is Jehovah. He is a child of God. He's the king on it. Don't say nothing about Errol. They will attack everything about you. If you say something about Errol Spence, that's God to them. That's God, basically. Like I told y'all one time, you say Errol Spence versus God. I think Errol will get him. I think Errol will get him. Because Errol got the reach, height. Like versus God, he can beat God. Yeah, I think so. Errol just that good. You can't say nothing against Errol Spence Jr. Don't do it. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Even David did. Joseph people hate Bud because they're his biggest threat to their favorite fighters. Who is Joseph? Who is Joseph? But hell no, he don't deserve no points for beating up on no Mikey Garcia, man. What credit? He was supposed to beat him. He really had no business fighting him. But they were, to run away from Terrence, to not fight Terrence, that's what they do. Bud was told to get a belt, leave Bob, fight a top welterweight, wrong side of the street, Bud has done everything that was asked of him. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. I mean, it goes on and on. We can talk about that all night, and people still say, Bud is ducking it. I told you, you can't go against God. You can't go against Errol. And Lord, I ain't being fun. I'm just joking. I ain't calling him God for real. I'm just saying I'm joking with the Spence fans because you can't don't box with God, as they say, and they mean that. I'm telling y'all, if you ask an Errol Spence fan, ask them if God was to fight Errol Spence Jr., who y'all think will win? Errol Spence gonna say, I think Errol gonna get him. I'm telling y'all, Errol beat him. It's crazy. Bud was told get a belt, leave Bob. Oh yeah, okay. Bud man. Spence ain't got no chance against Bud. But you know, people hate to hear you say it. This man running to the moon and the skies above instead of fighting Terrence Crawford. But when you say he don't want to fight Bud, Lord have mercy. Like I said, they gonna come for you. They gonna talk about your mama, your grandchildren, your uncle. All because you said this man don't want to fight him. But yeah, in my opinion, like I was saying earlier, I do feel that Keith is ducking Terrence, talking about going the WBC route. Now, we ain't going the WBC route. We going NE route. Going NE route. Go and fight him and take his belt. If you say you want all the welterweights, he's a top welterweight. Go out there and fight him, challenge him for his belt. And let's get the party going with the welterweight division. Hey, y'all, I'm going to try another video, too, later, but I ain't going to have the comments on. I'm trying to see what my video is going to do without the comment. Because I've been noticing something. I'm trying to see if that's going to work. Excuse me. How come Errol hasn't been calling out Bud like he did Keith, Sean, Danny? Damone, like I said, we go on and on. We can come up with all facts, and ain't none of it gonna matter, bro. They gonna break it down to, he ain't. It's gonna be something, some way he gonna escape out of him ducking. I don't even like to talk about the Spence and Crawford situation no more because it ain't nothing to talk about. If people can't see what you see, that's their problem. I ain't got time to keep telling you the same thing because you don't want to know. Yeah, and you notice he ain't stopped nobody since he's had to get on that random blood and urine testing. Since he got that, think about this, Damone. Since he's got that WBC title, since he had started doing that random testing, ain't been no man downs. No man downs. Spence stopped Thurman. Possibly so. With them body shots, yes. Because the way Keith, he like, what somebody say, them tenderized ass reels. Yeah, them tenderized reels, Errol gonna eat them up. Now that's gonna be Errol's whole game plan. It's body shots against Thurman. Body shot. Oh, it's because he hasn't been working with Blu-ray. Oh, Blu-ray. So, because he don't work with Blu-ray no more, that took his power. That what you saying? With Blu-ray give him strength. Blu-ray get him strength. That what you saying? I wonder what Blu-ray doing over there. If you work with Blu-ray and you knocking people out, and you leave Blu-ray and you ain't knocking nobody out, I wonder what Blu-ray doing for real. What Blu-ray do? I think what did he say? He a strength and conditioning trainer. Blu-ray. Yeah, that's real crazy, ain't it? You leave Blu-ray and now knockout stop. You start fucking Blu-ray. Man, how long you been out messing with Blu-ray? About 4 years? Yeah, Blu-ray was strength and conditioning coach. Yeah, I heard about Blu-ray. Yeah, I heard about it. Well, y'all, it's time for me to get off. I just wanted to hear and go, get on here and talk about, Keith Thurman and what I saw in the fight from what I saw in the highlights. And I will tell you, you will see a better Keith Thurman. I think that was Keith Thurman just being happy to be in the ring. He was more aggressive than usual. Keith Thurman will give offense, but he also will sit back and allow his opponent to use his energy, and Keith Thurman will just try to pot shot and catch the opponent, and then he'll come back aggressive. But I expect more from Keith in the future. I think I will. I hope he work on his jab and his defense to stop that jumping in, especially with that hook. I think that's going to get him stopped against a certain fighter with good timing. And other than that, like I said, give both of them credit, Mario Barrios and Keith Thurman. I give Keith a B minus, C plus performance, but it was still a hell of a performance. Like I said, I still seen good conditioning. I didn't see him fatigue out in the fight. Still got that warrior mentality. He was hurt in the fight. He still pulled through. So I expect to see more from Keith Thurman in welterweight division. I'd like to see more, but I thank y'all for y'all support, for y'all watching the channel. Y'all stay tuned. This is Easy Work Boxing. Please go to the description, subscribe to the new channel. Also in the description, you'll see if you want to donate to the channel, you can go to the description. The description will tell you how to donate. I have PayPal, Cash App in the description. And I just thank you for y'all time and y'all support. This is Easy Work Boxing. I'm out.